Welcome to Chronos. Imagine a world unlike any other. A world where the seconds, minutes, and hours are not just markers of a day. Here, time itself is money. It is the ultimate currency, the very essence of your life, tradable, spendable, earnable. This is the city of Chronos, a place built on the flow of life itself. What would you do with such power? In Chronos, every tick of the clock has a tangible value. You want a loaf of bread? That might cost you a few precious hours. Dreaming of a grand apartment? Be prepared to spend years of your life. The concept is simple, yet profound. Your lifespan is your bank account. Every decision, every purchase is a calculation of how much life you are willing to give. This system reshapes everything. How you work, how you play, how you love. The very fabric of society is woven from threads of borrowed time. People hurry, their faces etched with urgency. For in Chronos, time wasted is quite literally life wasted. It is a city of constant motion, driven by the relentless desire to gain more time, or perhaps to lose it wisely. Consider the possibilities and the perils. What if you could buy more time? What if you could extend your existence simply by accumulating wealth? Or what if you fell into debt, owing years you do not possess? These are the questions that echo through the streets of Chronos, a city where life's clock never stops ticking and its value is always on display. Step into Chronos. The air itself seems to shimmer with energy. It is the hum of countless lives being measured, exchanged, and lived. Skyscrapers pierce the clouds, their sides adorned with colossal digital clocks. These are not mere decorations. They display the city's vital signs, the ebb and flow of collective time, a constant reminder of life's precious nature. The city breathes with a rhythmic urgency. The architecture of Chronos is unique. Buildings curve and spiral almost organically, as if shaped by the currents of time itself. Time banks, grand and imposing structures, stand as fortresses of accumulated life. Their vaults hold not gold, but years. Gleaming transport tubes whisk citizens along, each journey a calculated expenditure of seconds. Even the parks, green oases in the metallic landscape, have an entry fee, measured in moments. Every space reflects the value of time. Look closer at the people. Their movements are efficient, purposeful. There is little room for idle lingering. Their eyes often dart to their wrists, to the glowing timepieces that bind them. These devices are lifelines and shackles. The city's atmosphere is a mix of ambition and anxiety, a constant awareness of the depleting resource each person carries. A quiet desperation underlies the bustling activity. Every second is a transaction waiting to happen, yet there is a strange beauty to Chronos. The lights of the timepieces create a constellation at street level, a river of personal clocks. The constant murmur of transactions, the soft chime of time credits earned or spent, forms the city's unique soundtrack. It is a metropolis built on a paradox of the desire to live fully while constantly measuring life's decay. A grand experiment in human existence. Chronos is alive, in every sense of the word. The time banks. These are the temples of Chronos. Vast, imposing structures, often centrally located. They are where time is officially stored, transferred, and managed on a grand scale. Imagine walking into a lobby, not of marble, but of pure chronological energy. The air crackles with the weight of accumulated years. Tellers, known as chronometers, facilitate transactions, their faces impassive, their movements precise. They deal in lifetimes daily. Within these banks lie the vaults, not filled with paper money or gold bars, but with secure temporal storage units. Here, surplus years are kept safe, or perhaps years taken from those in debt. The security is immense, as you might imagine, guarding not just wealth, but existence itself. To rob a time bank is to steal life itself, a crime punished with the utmost severity. These institutions hold the power of life and death. They are the pillars of Chronos' economy. Individuals can open accounts, of course, depositing time earned through labor or investment, withdrawing time for major purchases. A mortgage on a home might mean committing decades of your future. A life-saving medical procedure could cost half a lifetime paid up front. The interest rates are also in time. Lend time and you might gain more. Borrow time and the debt can compound, shortening your days at an alarming rate. But these banks are more than just financial institutions. They are symbols of power and control. Those who manage the time banks, the unseen figures at the top, wield an almost unimaginable influence. They can shape the flow of time across the city. They can decide who thrives and who perishes. The time banks are the heart of Chronos, pumping life energy through its veins, but also capable of stopping it cold. Their decisions echo through every citizen's life. Every citizen of Chronos wears one, from the moment of birth, or rather activation, the timepiece. It is a sleek, often elegant device clasped securely around the wrist. More than a watch, much more. It displays, with stark, undeniable clarity, your remaining lifespan, years, months, days, hours, minutes, seconds, ticking down, always ticking down. a personal countdown to your own end. This device is your key to the world. It is your wallet, your identification. Want to buy a coffee? Tap your timepiece to the vendor's reader. A few minutes will be deducted. Need to access a service? Enter a building. Your timepiece grants or denies entry based on your temporal balance. It is a constant, visible reminder of your worth, your status, your mortality, life, literally at your fingertips. The timepiece is also a tool for management. It allows you to budget your time carefully, set alerts for when your balance runs low, transfer time to family members if you choose, perhaps even invest small amounts of time hoping for a modest return. Some customize their timepieces, adding charms that signify important moments purchased or moments lived. But its primary function remains to display the balance, the relentless, unavoidable truth. Imagine the psychological impact, seeing your life diminish with every purchase, the joy of a new possession, tinged with the knowledge of its true cost, the pressure to earn more time, to push back the inevitable zero. Children learn early the value of seconds. Elderly individuals, their timepieces glowing faintly, become symbols of a life almost spent. The timepiece is more than technology, it is a mirror reflecting the soul of Chronos. Section 5. Whispers in the Dark. The Peril of Time Thieves. Where there is value, there are thieves. In Chronos, the most precious commodity is time. So naturally, there are time thieves. These are the shadows of the city, operating in the dimly lit alleys or through sophisticated digital means. They seek to steal what is most personal, your remaining moments of life. A stolen wallet is an inconvenience. Stolen time is a piece of your existence, gone forever. The fear of them is ever present. Time thieves employ various methods. Some are crude, relying on physical confrontation. They might forcibly drain a portion of time from a victim's timepiece in a dark corner. Others are more subtle, like skilled hackers. They can siphon seconds, minutes, even hours from unsecured timepieces or vulnerable accounts. These digital phantoms leave no trace, only a suddenly diminished lifespan for their victims. The constant threat keeps citizens vigilant and perhaps a little paranoid. The city authorities, the timekeepers, hunt these criminals relentlessly. The penalties for time theft are severe. Often, the thief's own remaining time is confiscated and redistributed or nullified. Yet the allure of easily gained years proves too strong for some. The desperation of those with little time left can also lead them to such illicit acts. It is a grim cycle of predation and punishment, a dark underbelly to the gleaming city. The existence of time thieves adds another layer of anxiety to daily life. People clutch their timepieces protectively, they avoid certain districts after dark, they invest in security measures for their devices. The chilling stories of victims circulate, tales of lives cut short, futures stolen. It is a stark reminder that even in a world where time is meticulously managed and accounted for, chaos and cruelty can still find a way. The shadows of Chronos hold very real dangers. Section 6. A day in Chronos spending life's precious moments. So, what is a typical day like in Chronos? Well, it all begins with the timepiece, a quick glance to see how much life remains. Then the calculations start. You know how much time will work earn today? How much will breakfast cost? The commute. Every action is weighed, measured. People move quickly, efficiently. There's really no time for idle chatter on the way to work, unless that chatter itself is a transaction. The morning rush is a blur of focused intent. Work in Chronos is diverse, just like in any city, but the payment is always in units of time. A factory worker might earn a few hours per shift. A skilled surgeon or a popular entertainer could earn days, even weeks, for their services. The goal is always to earn more time than you spend on basic necessities. This surplus is your disposable life, to be saved, spent on luxuries, or invested for a longer future. Lunch breaks are short, precisely timed. After work, the choices begin. Spend a few hours on entertainment, maybe a concert, a virtual reality experience, or save that time for something bigger, perhaps a visit with loved ones, knowing that every shared moment is literally a piece of your life given to them. Relationships are intense, perhaps more cherished when their temporal cost is so apparent. Or they can be strained by the constant accounting, love measured in minutes. Even sleep is not free from this economy. While you don't spend time from your timepiece merely by sleeping, the time spent unconscious is time not spent earning or experiencing. Some in Chronos seek ways to reduce sleep, to maximize their waking transactable hours. The day ends as it began, with a final check of the timepiece. Did you end the day richer in time or poorer? A question that defines existence in Chronos, and then the cycle repeats. Section 7. The weight of moments, burdens of a timed life. Living in Chronos is not easy. The constant awareness of your dwindling lifespan casts a long shadow over everything. Imagine the stress, the perpetual anxiety. Every purchase, every decision is a reminder of your own mortality. A child's birthday gift costs you a day, a moment of leisure, a few precious hours. This relentless accounting can be exhausting. The joy of life can be overshadowed by the price tag attached to it. The pressure to be productive is immense. If you are not earning time, you are losing it. There is little room for hobbies pursued purely for joy, unless you can afford the temporal expense. Creativity might be stifled if it doesn't yield a quick return in hours or days. The pursuit of dreams can become a terrifying gamble. What if you invest years in a venture that fails? You don't just lose investment, you lose life. This fear can lead to conformity, to safe choices that guarantee small gains. Social interactions are also transformed. Friendships might be seen as investments. Is spending an evening with someone worth the hours deducted from your life? This can lead to superficial connections or a deep sense of isolation. Generosity, giving your time to another, becomes an act of profound sacrifice. But it can also be a source of resentment if the gift is not appreciated or reciprocated. The natural flow of human connection is disrupted. Every relationship is a transaction. And what of those who are born with little time? Or those who suffer accidents or illnesses that drain their reserves catastrophically? The system can be incredibly cruel. There is a constant fear of timing out, of reaching zero on your timepiece. This fear drives many to desperate measures. Working multiple jobs, taking dangerous risks, all to gain a few more precious moments. The burden of the ticking clock is heavy, a weight carried by every citizen of Chronos. Section 8. Time's Ledger. Who profits and who pays? In any system, there are winners and losers. Chronos is no different. Who truly benefits from a world where time itself is the currency? The answer, perhaps unsurprisingly, is those who start with an advantage, or those who are exceptionally skilled at manipulating the flow of time. The founders of the time banks, the architects of the system, likely secured vast reserves for themselves. Generational wealth in Chronos means generational time. The highly skilled, the innovators, the entertainers who can command large audiences, they thrive. They can earn years, even decades, in exchange for their talents or creations. They live lives of temporal luxury, able to afford experiences, possessions, and most importantly, more time. They can invest their surplus time, earning interest, becoming ever richer in life. For them, Chronos is a city of opportunity, a place where their value is directly rewarded. They are the temporal elite. But who pays the price? The ordinary worker, the less skilled, those performing essential but low-paid in-time jobs. They live precariously, always close to the edge, earning just enough to cover daily expenses, with little left over to save or invest. An unexpected illness, a job loss, can mean a rapid depletion of their lifespan. They are the ones who feel the constant pressure, the gnawing anxiety of the ticking clock. Their lives are a struggle for mere temporal survival. They are the fuel for Chronos' engine. And then there are those in time debt. Perhaps they took a loan for education or for a loved one's medical emergency. Now they work not to live, but to pay back time. Their own lives shrinking faster than they can replenish. It is a form of indentured servitude where the commodity is existence itself. The system, designed for order and value, can create profound inequality and desperation. The chasm between the time-rich and time-poor grows wider with every passing day in Chronos, a stark divide measured in lifetimes. Section 9. The horizon of Chronos glimmers of what's to come. What does the future hold for Chronos? Can a society built on such a premise endure? Perhaps technology will offer new solutions, new ways to earn time more efficiently, or maybe methods to slow the personal clock to make each second last a little longer. Scientists in Chronos are undoubtedly working on the very nature of time itself. Could they unlock its secrets and change the fundamental rules of the game? The pursuit of temporal advantage will drive innovation. However, social tensions may also escalate. The vast inequality between the time-rich and time-poor is a fault line running deep beneath the city. Could there be a rebellion? A movement demanding a fairer distribution of time, or perhaps a rejection of the entire system? A call to return to a world where time is simply lived, not traded. The whispers of discontent might grow into a roar. The future of Chronos depends on how it addresses these fundamental questions of fairness and humanity. Can a price be put on a human life? Imagine a Chronos where technology allows for the creation of artificial time, or where time can be transferred across dimensions. The possibilities are as boundless as space-time itself, but with greater power comes greater risk. Could they accidentally unravel time itself, or create paradoxes that threaten their very existence? The citizens of Chronos are playing with one of the universe's most fundamental forces. Their ambition is great, but the stakes could not be higher. The future is a vast, uncharted territory. Ultimately, the future of Chronos will be shaped by its people. Will they succumb to the pressures of their system, becoming cogs in a relentless temporal machine? Or will they find a way to reclaim the intrinsic value of moments beyond their market price? Perhaps they will learn that some things, like love, compassion, and true leisure, are timeless and cannot be bought or sold. The story of Chronos is still being written, second by precious second, a cosmic experiment unfolding before our eyes.